I'm sending you the receipts, babe. Like, I passed him the blunt in the video, and you still don't realize that this nigga lying to you. I go in the comment section, I see a girl, she talking about some my baby. I'm like, okay, this nigga got a whole girlfriend. This nigga got a whole girlfriend.
That shit on TNT. Tosh money.
What's up, Barbianas? Welcome back to the party. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling a story time on how a nigga used me. But guess what? It's a plot twist, girl, because I was using him too. You really think I'm gonna let a nigga use me? I'm not gonna use him. So let's get straight into this story. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get your girl to 700 subscribers. I would like to thank everybody who has been supporting me. I love y'all so much. And let's get straight into this story. Get y'all popcorns and chips or whatever you want to get, because I tell good story times. Stop playing and listen. Basically, I just want to tell y'all straight up before I get into this story time. I would like to say this nigga was not using me for no sex, no none of that. I'm a whole virgin. He was not using me for anything sexual. I think he was just using me for a rebound and for some bud, to be honest with you. And yeah, and I was using him as well because I had just got out of a relationship and I was using him for a rebound myself. The way I'm gonna be telling this story is I'm gonna be telling y'all how we first linked, what our link was, how he was using me during the link, all of that. I'm just gonna be telling y'all background information. Then I'm gonna go into how I found out that he had a whole girlfriend. Me and my ex were in like a damn near 2-year relationship, and we had just broke up. And then 3 weeks after we had broke up, I had found out he cheated on me. So I'm like, okay, bet. So me and my friend had posted shout out who want her da da da. He slid up and said she don't text back. So mind you, he been in my DMs. He telling my friend she don't text back. So I see his page, I go lurk. He looking like he's nicely dressed, and you know, he's just looking like a nice young man. So I text him and I said I do text back. We having a little conversation or whatever, and then boom, we just start texting. Now I'm not trying to say like I was talking to this man, because I literally had just started texting him. It went too fast. It went just too fast, like literally. So let's fast forward. So I went to my auntie house because me and my cousin were about to, you know what I'm saying? We were about to. So we're about to do that. We're posting on our story like who got a whip, who got bud, because we're trying to find a place to without getting caught. I post on my story who got a whip, and he slid up saying he got a whip. Honestly, this boy really didn't have a car. He was in his cousin's car. He said he had a whip. Okay, boom. He pulls. I gave him the address and stuff like that. We have our little communication on how we about to link. Mind you, I'm trying to use this man for a hot box session. I'm not trying to really do no lovey-dovey shit with you, because I just started texting you. I know we flirted through text message, but that doesn't mean, you know, start hugging and kissing up on me right when we meet. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because I literally had just started texting him like 2 days ago. So he texted me. I sent him the drop or whatever. I sent him the drop. He talking about some, oh, we better be booed up and I better get my kiss when you see me. I'm like, huh? You better get your what? Like, nigga, like I said, we just started texting. Baby, we haven't even started fully talking yet. And you're talking about a kiss. And you're talking about a hug. Nigga, what? Mind you, y'all, this boy had told me he was 17 years old. Come to find out he was 15. I'll get into that later. So boom, I sent him the drop. He pulled up. Me and my cousin walking outside. We go in the car. It was okay. I'm gonna give them names. And the boy that I was talking to that was using me for a rebound, I'm gonna call him Tay. And I don't know what his cousin name was, so I'm gonna just call his cousin his cousin. So my cousin is telling his cousin where to go and where to drive off to, and me and my cousin is in the back seat. So Tay in the front seat or whatever, he in the front seat chilling. He was acting shy when I first had walked up over there, but you know, I broke him out of his shy or whatever. They drive off to like some park. So now we at a park or whatever. So we in the park, my cousin go in the front seat of the car and I'm in the back. So they switch seats or whatever. So I get out the car, me and him hug. We have a nice little hug, you know. You know them hugs where you just, you know what I'm saying, where you start feeling it. You start feeling it. So he gave me a hug and he put his hand on my ass. I'm like, hold the on. That's what I said in my head, but in my head I was like, you know what, I kind of like it, so I'm gonna shut up. So he put his hand on my ass and he was like, when I'm gonna get my kiss? And I'm like, I'm looking up at him because mind you, this boy's like 6 foot. So I'm looking up at him. I'm like, I'm not ready to kiss you. Like, I just met you. Like, I think that's like we doing too much right now. Like, we don't need to be kissing. I just met you. We just started texting. Like, just relax. You're not getting a kiss. Just relax. So he like, man, whatever, man. I'm gonna get my kiss, man. Like, I'm gonna get my kiss. I'm gonna get my kiss. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. So we're in the car, whatever. We done having our little conversation outside, girl. We go back in the car. My cousin is rolling up. We talking about how we about to pass it or whatever. So once we started, smoking or whatever, now I'm high as a bit. Let's fast forward. We leave the park. Me and this boy start arguing, and for some reason it's because like we was just tweaking at the time. We was tweaking. We was higher than a bed. We were tweaking right now. Like, we just saying shit, and I don't know what he was saying, but he was saying something and I was saying something, and every time I would say something he was like, oh, this bitch just said this and this bitch just said that. Mind you, let me show you the signs of a boy. If a boy is calling you out your name and doing stuff like that, he's a young ass nigga. He's a child. He's still a teenager. And I'm like, nigga, what you mean this bitch? And I'm higher than the bitch, so I ain't even notice he said that, like, until like 5 seconds later I realized he called me a bitch. I'm like, nigga, we start fighting each other. I start beating this nigga ass and shit. And he, ooh, y'all, like, it was so ghetto. And then he was like, man, stop touching me. I don't like when people hit me in my face. I was like, nigga, don't call me out my name. He's like, I'm not calling you out your name, da da da. So we start fighting, whatever. And then I was so stoned to the point where I do not know how, like, I know everything that happened, but I don't know in the order that it happened. So I know we was fighting. We had went to the store to go get some snacks. I was in the car the whole time. I never got out. And me and him, like, was fighting, and then I would zone out, fall asleep, doze off, and then I would wake back up, and me and him would be booed up. So I don't know what happened after we went to the store, but me and the boy was booed up in the back seat. So mind you, we just booed up right now. We don't know where we going. We just driving. We just taking a ride at this point. And me and the boy is booed up. I'm hugging on him. I'm literally like laying on him in the back seat of the car. I ended up on the other side of the car, like in the other seat. He started choking me, he started doing all that sexual stuff, things that get a little something started. So I'm zoned out like a bit. I'm sitting in the back like this, like I'm so high, y'all. I'm like, he started choking me or whatever, and then he kissed me. Mind you, he kept bugging me about a kiss the whole time we was in the car. Like, he kept bugging me. He kept saying, bro, why wouldn't I want to kiss you? Look at your lips. Look at your lips. Why wouldn't I want to kiss you? I'm like, I don't care. You don't need to kiss me. Nigga, you just met me. You barely know me. You trying to kiss me. You trying to put your lips on me, boy. Like, I don't know if you got herpes and jump. I know we just smoked together, but I don't mean that, boy. Like, why you trying to kiss me? Like, hell, I don't want to kiss you. Like, we ain't even, you know what I'm saying? So he kissed me. I'm zoned out. I didn't even know what was going on. I come back to reality, and I'm like, this nigga just kissed me. And I'm like, nigga, why would you kiss me? Like, I told you we wasn't doing that. And then the nigga started laughing or whatever. And I'm just, one thing led to another, bitch. We ended up at Wawa, and he told me to come sit on his lap. I sat on his lap. We started kissing again, because at this point I'm just like, fuck it, I already kissed you. So we just started, Long story short, we had our hot box session. That's our first link. And he basically was using me for weed, because mind you, me and my cousin pulled up with the weed. Y'all didn't even have any. We pulled up with it. Y'all ain't even have it. So you was using me for that. So long story short, me and him start talking, and we're just talking for like, we was talking for a week, and he was like trying to talk to me as if we were in a situationship. So he was basically telling me, oh, you got all these twerking videos on your spam, you need to delete these off your spam. He trying to act like we is in a situationship, like, oh, you mine, like. And if you guys don't know what a situationship is, it's like when you're in a relationship but it's unofficial. So I'm deleting all the posts off my spam. I guess I'm trying to take him serious, but at the same time I'm not. Like, but I liked him. So like all my hoes slowly was falling off because I liked him and I was really paying more attention to him than all my other hoes that I had. I don't know if I had hoes, I think I did, but it was what it was. So he would FaceTime me, blah blah blah. We'd be on the phone. Another thing I knew how he was 15 years old instead of 17 is because this nigga here, when I used to call him, when we used to get on FaceTime, he was always on the game. He was, and niggas do that, but we never had no like type of deep conversation or anything like that because he was always on the game. We would FaceTime just for him to get on the game and yell at people. Like, boy, what is the point of us FaceTime? You're not even talking to me. Childish. So that happened or whatever. We was talking for a week, and then he posts a picture on Instagram, and I'm like, I see this girl. Mind you, let's go back some. He had went live with his friend, and I had joined, and there was this girl on there, and she was talking about some, oh, you grown or whatever. She was telling Tay how he was grown because he was smoking or whatever. Like, girl, that's what he does at this point. But that's your man. You should know that your man be. Okay. So the same girl that was commenting that stuff on the live, as soon as she commented that and he seen that I joined, he literally ended it. Straight up, he just ended the live. I was like, okay, he fought with her. So 2 days after that, he posted a picture on Instagram, and man, this man posts a picture on Instagram. I go in the comment section, I see a girl, she talking about some my baby. I'm like, okay, this nigga got a whole girlfriend. So I'm looking through the girl page. I'm like, okay, I don't see this man in her likes, whatever. I message her. I'm like, do you quit Tay? And she was like, why? She fought with him. So I'm asking the girl, whatever the case may be. She's talking about some why. I'm saying, because I mess with him and I don't want to mess with him. If he mess with you, I feel like that's disrespectful, and I just don't want to be in no situation like that. And I think I have the screenshots. If I do, I will put them up here somewhere. But I was telling her, like, yeah, I was just with him. She was like, wait, so you fought with him? And I'm like, yeah. And basically, I'm just sum up the screenshots. Basically, I was telling her when I was with him, I came up with the dates. I showed her the dates. I was showing her. She was asking me what we was doing. I said we was kissing and smoking. She was talking about some, oh, he said he wasn't smoking with you. Baby, I have a video of me smoking with this man. I'm sending you the receipts, babe. Like, I passed him the blunt in the video, and you still don't realize that this nigga lying to you. She talking about, he said that he wasn't smoking, you and his cousin were. I'm like, okay, whatever at this point. And then she texted me, she was saying, oh, he was telling me that you were just a rebound. He was telling me that you were just this and that. I'm like, okay, shorty, that's cool, shorty. You can have him, you can keep him. She was like, I've been talking to him for a couple months now, and he's been knowing about all my problems, and I can't believe that he would do this. I'm like, then why you still? Then she comes to me and she says, oh, I'm gonna need you to, I want you to set him up for me. Can you set him up? I'm trying to see if he's still gonna fuck with you, blah blah blah. And then she say, what she said, she was like, oh, never mind, he just said he's sorry for everything and that he will never do it again. Y'all, please do not be dumb like her. Like, at this point, like, I feel so sorry for the girl, because the girl was really really pretty. Like, she looked like a young girl. That's also how I know that he's 15 years old, because the girl was young. She even told me that he was young. She even told me herself that the boy was 15, and I found out because the way he was looking, he ain't had no mustache. I came to my realizations that this boy lied to me about his age. Everything in the dark come to the light. So it was what it was. She was telling me all this stuff about him, but the girl, she was too pretty to be dealing with him. She could do better. Like, just because this nigga got a lot of shoes and Gucci hats, whatever, Gucci belt, whatever, that don't mean nothing. The girl was really pretty. Me, I don't like beefing with females over no man. But she was telling me she wished me the best and stuff like that, and I was like, you too, girl. I ain't no mean ass bitch. What I'm saying? You have him, girl, keep him. But like, he's still gonna dog you. You see, he was dogging you, and he lied. This boy was lying right in her face, and she believed him even when there was receipts. I was like, bro, is females out here still like this? And that's how I could tell she was young. And the girl had, like, I was going live on my Instagram account. This girl was like joining my live. She was saying, like, oh yeah, Tay only messed with you because he was using you for weed. That's what he does. He uses people. Oh, and he's a sophomore. He's 15 years old. Da 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 da. Mind you, I'm 16, about to turn 17, and this nigga is a whole jet. Mind you, he a sophomore. I'm a whole junior out here. I was like, what? And I'm like, well, baby, how old are you? She's like, don't worry about how old I am. Okay, at this point, you doing too much. Like, okay, shorty, like, I know you mess with him, but you doing too much. I don't even mess with him no more. Like, I had a stalker. Like, right after I told that girl, like, I was messing with her dude, and like, do you mess with him? Because I was messing with him. I had a non-stop stalker. She kept watching my stories. She had followed me on Instagram. She literally was viewing me. She even unfollowed me, and she was still viewing me. Like, I was like, girl, I don't mess with him no more. Like, she just kept viewing me, y'all. It was crazy. Long story short, he used me. I was using him. I had literally just got a relationship. I was honestly just trying to have fun. One thing led to another, and that's why me and him was kissing and stuff like that. But other than that, like, me and him didn't do anything. I didn't do shit with him. I'm still a virgin. I'm 16, still a virgin. We didn't do anything sexual, nothing like that. So it was just a quick little, little talking type of situation. I feel like, he wasn't really worth my time. He was really a waste of time, but only talked to him for a week. I was the rebound, and I found out about his girlfriend. And he was still talking to me while he was so-called with his girlfriend. I was like, not you trying to talk to me having a whole girl. But y'all, everything in the dark comes to the light. And to this day, the man tried to come back to me, even though I sent his girlfriend all the screenshots. You see, these niggas be dumb. They be dumb. They be, I don't know, these niggas, there's something else. I promise you there's something else. But thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please realize the signs when a guy is just trying to play with you. He was playing with me, but at the same time, it was all good because he was a rebound anyway. I was his rebound, he was mine. It was what it was, and it is what it is. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't let no nigga hold you. And yeah, take my word. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I love y'all. Bye, Barbianas.